All right, man, 5 for 5. You went out there, you went to the judge's decision for the first time. Overall assessment of that performance, in your mind, how did you do?
To be honest, I'm not really happy with it. The layoff kind of killed me. Last time I fought was May 31st, and it was a minute and 30-second fight. Marcos had 4 fights in 8 months, so he has 13 fights next to my 4. Big step up in competition for me. I felt pretty rusty in there. It was a tough fight too, so I just had to dig deep and just show my heart.
Yeah, is there a part of you that kind of likes that you were able to go out there and do that you were able to show people more of your game than
100%, because everybody comes, they always joke, oh, the fight was so quick. Well, now you got a 3-round war out of me now, so now you see what I got inside. So it's good to silence those people a little bit.
And what do you think the biggest things are when you go back to the drawing board and you have to work, on your game? What do you think the areas are that you could improve on?
Just my composure, listen to my coaches more, like those leg kicks were necessary. We train those in the gym all the time to check those and counter. I was just being too hesitant because I was worried about him. He kept coming low, and he was going to try to catch me high. So I was just worried about little things that we just got to be corrected more time in the cage. Can't take these layoffs.
And you had a big crowd out there,
they'll always come out.
Does it ever get old?
Never. It means more to me than they'll ever know. Them coming out and supporting me, I'll give it 130% every time because of them.
And I don't know if you saw this, but before your fight, Dana White posted a clip and tweeted
no pressure, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there getting my hands wrapped, and I see that. So now if I lose, I feel like the biggest, embarrassment in the planet. But it was nice of him to do that. It was nice to get that kind of exposure.
It must feel good, knowing that you're in his mind. At least he's somebody that's you're on his radar,
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Once I sharpen up in these areas, then we'll be ready for that next step. But sky's the limit if I just keep progressing.
Speaking about the crowd, you were in some tough situations. Yeah. How much of that crowd cheering, they almost screamed, Gotti, Gotti. How much did that help you be able to fight through that?
It's like an adrenaline boost right in the arm. And you feel like you're down and out. They're screaming and screaming. It just gives you that extra energy to keep fighting. It's definitely a huge boost.
You mentioned you have some holes, and that's expected in a young fighter.
Yeah.
What would you say the holes are that you need to fix right now that you learned tonight?
Composure, keep my composure more. Just the little things like making reads, striking, counting his leg kicks more. I didn't do enough of that. When I did do it, I landed nicely. Just little things like that. My takedown, a couple of times I shot reckless takedown, just
too far away.
Yeah, things like that have to be corrected. Just little things, and just sharpening everything up, and we'll get there.
How much did it mean to you that you had these quick knockouts, but now you just showed that you have the cardio to go 15 minutes? Because that's always a question when someone it knocks guys out. Oh, do they know how to conserve their energy? How big is that?
I think that's a lot of questions. Yeah, it was a pretty tough fight. It wasn't like we were pacing ourselves. It was back and forth. I'm reversing, he's reversing positions. So we put the work in. My trainers, they put me through the gauntlet in training. They push me. I push myself. I'll never half-ass this. This is not the kind of sport you want to half-ass because you'll get your ass hurt in there. Simple as that. So give it 100%. I'll leave it in there every single time. So. There's no doubt about it.
What happened in the cage after the fight? It seemed like things were getting a little bit testy in there.
I don't know. One of the cornermen shaking his head. It's his fighter. He wants his fighter to win. My brother Frank, I love to death. He gets emotional, so I got to just watch him a little bit. But it was nothing big deal. Marco's nothing but a gentleman, respectful. We're gonna probably train together. If we don't fight again, but nothing but a gentleman.
Did anything surprise you from Marcos in that fight?
Yeah, you could tell. A guy like him has more fights. He's very composed. He was taking his time, chopping my leg down. He would come up high. He would make good reads in there. You could tell it was definitely a step up from what I've seen. So that's what I need.
Biggest takeaway overall?
Biggest takeaway? Very tough fight. Type of fight I needed, I believe, at this point in my career. And I think I'll just get better from here.
And I guess, people, you just got done with your fight and everybody's always wanting to talk about the future. What do you think the next step is? Do you think like a contender series would be good for you? I feel like you're somebody that's made for that type of a show.
I definitely want to improve my game a little more. If not here, maybe fight for a belt here. 1 or 2 more fights, and then we'll make that next step.
Is that really the name of the game from here on out? Is improvement?
Yeah, improvement. Take it one step at a time. I always said that since my pro debut till now. 1 fight at a time. I'm never looking ahead. That's just me.
And a lot of times we see fighters that maybe try to bite off.
They jump too soon, and you see the UFC all the time, and they come up short. Yeah. So I don't want to be one of those guys. I want to be prepared to the max because these guys are no joke.
Obviously, you're a big name in the sport.
Yeah.
The support you get is incredible. It's a packed house. Every single time you fight, it's a packed house. Yeah. But with people who are successful, there's always those people that's going to hate on you.
Come to territory. Conor McGregor's a megastar.
Yeah.
Everybody in the country hates on him. They were discrediting his fight last week. this is jealousy. It comes to territory. You let people like that bring you down, then you're no better than them. So everybody's entitled to their opinion. Say what you want to say. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Is there a way to win over those people that hate you? And if so, how do
Listen, if you like me, you like. I'm as real as they come. I'll leave it all in that cage. I'm never gonna dog it. I'm never gonna quit. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. You're entitled to, that's just, everybody's entitled to like who they want. People may not like because of my name. They might not like for other reasons. It's their choice.
And you train under Ryan LaFleur. I heard you mention his name in the cage after the fight.
Yeah.
What kind of impact has he had on your career, having that type of mentor?
Tremendous impact. Ryan is one of the, I respect Ryan more than most people. I mean, this guy was battle tested his whole career. Injury after injury, never dogged it in a fight, always gave 110%. Just having him in my corner just rubs off on me in a positive way, And Derek Pans is the former kickboxing world champion. So having them two together, I think it'll help me a lot.
How much of Kelleher's win set the table for you? Because I know he was.
Yeah, it was big. He sat off, and my other training partner, Sherdog, looked really good tonight.
Yeah,
bright future, that kid. So it gets you motivated. It gets you motivated to see everybody in the gym doing well.
Looks like they're going to come back here in March. Is that the plan? You want to try to bounce back that quickly, or you want to take a little more time?
I hope so. We'll see March. If not March, probably May. So we'll see.
And you gave a message to all your haters. What do you say to all the people that came out to support you here tonight?
Oh, listen, the support is greatly appreciated. Like I said, it means more to me than they'll ever know. So, I mean, if anything I could say or do, I would do it. But all I can say is thank you, and I look forward to the future.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you, guys.